gave up. I didn't. When I was 6 years old, I wrote my first poem. And I wrote it because I got in trouble. I was in school, I was smoking. Well, I wasn't smoking. I had the cigarettes. I was the holder of the cigarettes in the ladies' room in school. And when the girls came in, the principal came in, there's all this smoke in the back room, and I'm caught with the cigarettes. So they sent me to the principal's office. And at this time, smoking was public. So the secretary is smoking, she's saying, smoking is bad for your health. You should do something. I want you to write something about you. So I wrote this poem called Me. And they published it in the school newspaper, which was a big deal because only sixth graders, still one of the sixth graders were in the school newspaper. But because I didn't have anyone to celebrate me and to instill in me, you have something here. I didn't pursue writing until later. I think the key to everything that I've done, including my current business, is being resourceful. Right. and doing the research. We live in the age of the internet. When I was a kid, y'all probably don't know what these are, but when I was a kid, we had Encyclopedia Britannicas. They would come from door to door, right? And they would sell these encyclopedias, and that's how we had to do our homework. And I was raised in a very strict religion, so I read a lot. I would read the encyclopedias, I would read the dictionary, I would read those Reader's Digest, those big, thick books. I would read those, and I learned a lot through that. I'm blessed with an amazing memory. But then, as I got older and adapted and the internet became available, I was like, wait, I can do anything. So people would tell me to do stuff, and I would never say I can't do it, because my mother always said, if you can read, you can do it. And I would never tell them that I couldn't do it. I would just do it. I just would put the pressure on myself to do it. Whenever I'm in a room, I'm paying attention to each one of you. I'm literally paying attention to each one of you. Not necessarily to see all eyes on me. I want to make sure that everybody in here walks away with something. Even if it's just to say to you, and I mean this in all seriousness, one thing is, don't ever think you're too old to do what it is that you want to do. That story I told you about me being a television producer, I was in my 40s. I'm 53 years old today. And I'm still doing brand new things. So don't ever think it's too late. Don't ever compare your journey to someone else's. I'm gonna give you a couple tips. Don't ever think you're too old. You're only too old when you stop doing it. When you stop doing it, then you let the time go by. Because as much as we live in a world of ageism, I promise you, your age doesn't matter to the people who matter. Exactly. I got laid off in 2009, and I had to go back into television, and it was really hard because a lot of producers got laid off. That was a really tough time. When I went back to work, I had to get a job as a production assistant. I had never been a production assistant before. And I'm in my late 40s, I'm a production assistant on The Celebrity Apprentice. I didn't care because I was working on television. I was making $8 and some change an hour. But you know what? I wanted to work in television, so that's what I did. The first show that Nancy and I worked on together was a VH1 show called Style by June. I went in as an office production assistant. I wasn't too proud to do that because that's what I wanted to do. Both of those shows, that same season, I got promoted. Wow. Because they saw me for me, and I think that's part of it too. It's you're never too old. Be the consummate professional at what you do. Be the best person in the room. Be the resource in the room. If you overhear somebody saying, I need such and such, and it looks like that person can't do it, you go and get it. But you do it respectfully. Not that you're undercutting the other person, because if they see that, they don't like that as well. Yeah. But do it in a respectful way. And the other thing is always be transparent. Always be transparent and honest. People tell me all the time I shouldn't tell people my age. Why? I have a lot to say. I would be disregarding my journey, and I'd be lying to people who are struggling. I've been homeless. I've been through domestic violence. My family disowned me when I was in my early 20s. My mother disowned me on her deathbed. I've been through some things in my life. Those things don't define me. They refine me.